So this session is going to be a follow along session. So you can follow the steps that I'm going to do along with me. So just let me just share my screen. Yes. So you can just go to Google and search for LangFlow. It's the very first link you can open it. And here you get the option to get started for free. When you click on it, you can sign up with Google. So yeah, you will be seeing an option of there as new flow on LangFlow. You can just click on it. So yes, as you can see, we get three options. Yes. So as you can see, we can see there are three options. First is basic prompting, vector storage, and simple agent. In today's session, I am going to talk about basic prompting and vector storage, and the further session will be continued by Akshay, and he will talk about simple agent. So uh, is everyone up with me?
Yes.
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 Okay, so let's just click on basic prompting. Okay, so here you can see it already provides you with a workflow. Here, as you can see, here's a chat input where we can provide our input and a system message or a prompt which we can connect. Here's also a model they have already provided. Here they are using OpenAI as default, which we can change, and I will show you how you can change it, and as a chat output. So basically, you can open the prompt. So yes. So as you can see the prompt, you can edit it anything, like you can do anything with it. Like I am writing, so you are a Python developer who understands Python programming only and nothing else. So you can write any prompt you want in this, and here's an option to check and save. So once it's set, so here you can see there's a run component option on every component that we are seeing. So you can click it to initialize every component. So yes, so as you can see, chat input has been initialized. Then you can, in similar way, you can initialize prompt. And then, so for our model, so we have to provide our OpenAI API key. I will provide this key in our chat, so you can use it also. Just to say. Yes, so you can use this OpenAI API key, and here's an option to set your OpenAI API key. So once you enter OpenAI API key, there are also an option to change the model. So there are multiple options, but our current API has been set for GPT-4o mini. So select that only for this session. And once done, you can click on the run component option, and as you can see, it's building. Yeah, once it get initiated, the final step is to run the final component, the chat out. Okay, so here you can see there are options as playground and API. You can click on playground. You can click on a new chat, and you can ask. So you can you give me a web scraping code? Now, as you can see, our flow is running, so it will generate a response based on our user query. It takes some time to generate a response for our first query. And yes, so as you can see, it has given us a response. You can ask a funny thing I want to show you. Now, if you input like cat, suppose it's a very random query, but I think it will generate a Python code related to cat only. So see, since you are mentioning cat, if you're looking for information or specific functions related to cat in Python, please provide more details. So as we have set our prompt, it will only generate Python code only. So yes, so this is about basic prompting. Here's an option above. So from here you can create a new flow. I will show you how you can add components and how you can create your own workflow with using Grok instead of OpenAI. So once you click on new, you will see a blank workspace. So on the right, on the left hand side, you can see there are the component sidebar. From here, if you click on input, there we get an option of chat input. Here's an plus option. Once you click it, you can see a component is been added to our workspace. Okay, then let's go to one of the prompts because we need prompt to give instruction to our model. So yes, once we take this and see here, we have get option of multiple AI models which we can use: Anthropic, Azure, Cohere, Google, and Grok. So I'm using Grok. Grok is basically free, so you can create your own API key and use it. I will provide a free API key for Grok as well. Just a sec. Mm, So yes, so you can use this Grok API key for the rest of the session. And the last is our output. So we need a chat output as well. So you can click this. Okay, so now as you can see, we got our all our components needed for basic prompting. So we need to connect them together. So as you can see, here's an option. So you can just drag it as it's a chat input. It should be connected to input of model. So you will connect both of them, and prompt will be connected to the system message as we are providing instruction through prompt, and the model output, the text output, will be provided to the chat output. So this is how, that's how simple it is to build a workflow in in LangFlow. This is just a basic prompting thing, and here you can add your Grok API key. And this model, the current distill whisper which we are shown, is not working. So you can use 3.23 billion preview model of Llama. Once you select that, you can give a prompt about anything like you are an expert blog writer who writes detailed blog on user query. So once you done, so the next step is just to run our components. And the API key is not valid. Okay, I will just check one more thing. Yeah, now it's done. And now you can run the chat output thing. So once our entire workflow has been set, you can go to playground and click on a new chat and like write anything. So write a blog on AI news or like on Jenny, I suppose. So it will give us our entire blog, and you can modify the prompt as per your needs. So this was about basic prompting and how you can build your own agent workflow. This is a very basic workflow in our LangFlow. And moving on, I will tell you about how RAG works. So first, let's just see how RAG works. So RAG basically stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. So in this, there are multiple steps that RAG follows. So once you input your PDF, so the PDF will be loaded, and PDF will be divided into different text chunks. So these text chunks, so we divide our PDF into different text chunks to increase the efficiency and retrieval process of our model. Then these text chunks are get converted into embeddings. So basically, our machine only understands mathematical languages. So for machine understandability, we have to convert our text into a vectors. So basically, vectors are like languages of machines, and we store those text chunks into a vector database. And when user asks a query, that query get also converted into a vectors, and then we do a similarity search, as you can see. So you can do a similarity search, and the top k matches will be retrieved and then generated an answer upon it and provided to the user. So this is the basic workflow of RAG. And now I will show you how you can do the similar process in with the help of LangFlow without writing any code. So you can go ahead, it's saving. So you can just click on a new flow, and select the second option, which is vector store rack. So as you can see, we are already been provided with a workflow, like how rack should work. So there are two workflows in this. The below one, which is this one, basically is about data indexing, like how data should be indexed in it, and about that. Okay, so this is about data indexing workflows. So here you can import any of your PDF file. If you have any PDF file, you can import in over here. So I have downloaded one PDF of Attention is All You Need research paper, which is one of the most fundamental research paper in GenAI. So I will just upload it. Okay, so after uploading our PDF, we have to split the text, like we have to create the text chunks. So we have to set the size of the text chunk. So here we are setting our size to 1000 and a chunk overlap of 200. So we basically have to set a chunk overlap to maintain the continuity between our chunks. So that it understands the context of the previous chunk as well. So after that, you have to set open we have to set our OpenAI API key again. Yeah, you can just copy and paste it over here. So for embedding, we are using text embedding 3 small model, which is one of the most commonly used embedding model. And LangFlow actually provides its own database, which is AstraDB. And this works as vector database. As you can see in our image, we need a vector database to store all the vectors which have been converted from the text chunk. So in this, we are using AstraDB as our vector database. Then we have to give it a name. So let's add a new database. You can give it any name, like I'm giving it a name as LangFlow demo, and provided you can select AWS and region as US is 2. So when you click create database, the database will be get created. Okay, so it will take some time to create all this. And okay, until then we can take a look at how the retriever flow will work. So we have a chat input that the user will enter its query over here. Then we have to create embeddings of the user query as well. So we have to uh, pass on our OpenAI API key here again. Then here we have to select the same database which we have created below, which is currently pending. So it's creating its embedding and all. And in further steps, so the parse data, this is important because we don't understand mathematical languages and vectors. Like if we input any query and we just get vectors, we won't understand it. So we have to convert the vectors back into a plain text as an output. So this component is important. And here you can see here's a template prompt which has been provided for RAG. So you can provide your own context and questions and answer. So this is how our output will be when we implement our RAG. And yes, so this again, we need an OpenAI over here for generation of answer. You can use the same API key over here again, and then we will get our output. So once all of this is done, once this setup is done, we will run our components. So yes, so let's run our file. So file has been built successfully. Then we will initialize our splitting logic. Yes, so it's been done as well. Then we will initialize our embedding model. Yeah, so our embedding model has been created. It's still been created. So we have to wait some time until it's done. Yeah, so it's creating. So are you guys following along with all the steps right now? So does anyone have any doubts? Yeah, our database has been created successfully over here. And now we have to set the collection as well. So you can click on create new collection. Here you can give any name, like I am giving the same name, just LangFlow demo. And so as you have selected a text 3 embedding small model, you have to select the dimension accordingly. So here you can see 1536 and you can see the model name which we are using for embedding. So you have to select that dimension particularly. And we can set the similarity matrix to cosine. After then we have to click on create collection. Okay, so it needs all to be. So it's creating a collection. Yes, so create a collection has been created successfully. Now we can run it. So as you can see, it's building. So running components, and yes, so our vector database has been initialized successfully. Now we can go to our retrieval part. We can initialize our chat input component. Okay, then we will initialize our embedding. Here you have to select the same one, same collection as below. So you will select the LangFlow demo over here. And once selected, you can run the component again. Yes, it's done. Then the parse data. Then the prompt. And the generation model. And then finally our checkout. Once it's done, you can go to playground, click on new chat, and you can like basically chat with your PDF. You can ask any question that your PDF consists of. So I can ask who were the researcher of attention is all you need paper. So for the first query, it will take some time. Yes, so it will give the all the name of the researchers that worked on this research paper. Like you can also tell it to explain things. So can you explain multi head attention? So it's taking some time to create the answer. Yeah. Yes, there has been some issue. No, it gave the answer. Really? Okay. So as you can see, it has explained all the multi-head attention which has been researched in this paper. So yes, so that's how simple it is to create a RAG workflow with the help of LangFlow. And now Akshay will take on to this session. Yes.
Hello guys. Anyone is up to date with Pratik? Like everyone has created their account on the LangFlow.
Yes.
This is the main screen of the LangFlow that Pratik has already shown to you on this LangFlow. Just click on the new flow where you can find the simple agent, or you can just create a new blank flow. Currently, for this session, let's go with the simple agent. So you can see LangFlow has created a template already. So everyone is trying to create a new projects in LangFlow. They upload their projects in the format of JSON. So like here, you can export this LangFlow in the JSON format, and you can use it anywhere. Like you just import that JSON file from your colleague or someone, and use it. So we are going to create a new flow from here. So yes. So let's just check how agentic workflows can be done in the LangFlow. So here you can see only three agents I have created. One is URL, one is calculator, and one is a chat input.
In the URL agent, this agent will only extract the URL from the input text, as you can see in the code. So agents are nothing but the function that are executed by the model itself based on its needs. Like model has the understanding which function needs to run at which point. So there is another one basic agent which has the capability of the arithmetic operations only, and then one is the chat. So let's just create one chat.
One second.
So this is the simple addition like prompt. I just copied one key. Okay, there is one. Like Pratik has already mentioned, like how to initialize an agent. So this is how we can just need a simple instruction is already present there, that you are a helper assistant that can use the tools that are there present on that LangFlow. So click whenever we click on the tools, we can see there are too many tools already present in the LangFlow. One is like calculator, another one is DuckDuckGo search. So basically DuckDuckGo search is used to search on the Google itself. There is one Python REPL search API. Every tool can be integrated directly like this tool. So once we click on the output, so we can see the playground, what happens in the background. So we can see the executed the calculator, like it uses the calculator tool for the this do the addition of 3.3 plus 5. And if we try to use like let's go on the qed42.com. If you go on the qed42.com and copy that link, tell me about his website. If we write that tool, so it will pass to the URL tool by the agent, and then again came with the results to the agent, and agent will generate the output. That's how the workflow should be there. Let's see what happens. So tool got executed. Let's see on the background. So here we can see that for the website itself, it realized that we need to execute the tool for the URL fetcher, and it executed that tool. So as you can see, it fetched the URL, and then the output got everything about the QD242 website from top to bottom, and this is how the output looked like. So that's how we can create the simple agentic workflow in the LangFlow. I just wanted to tell you that LangFlow has different built-in tools present, but we can use we can create our own tools also there. So LangFlow has the capability to work like a basic code executor. So from this API, if we create on this API button, we can directly create an Python API, JS API, and curl command from that. And we need to authenticate this API to use. Like we can create on generate token, and one token will get created, and we can use that token in our curl command to execute that curl command and work it as API workflow. So this is the simple LangFlow, agentic LangFlow. Now, just wanted to tell you that you can explore the. So I will provide this link. So NVIDIA offers a large amount of free open source model, which has the limit, like you can use this LangFlow by using their own API keys. So there is one. There are too many models are present which have the higher billion parameters. So we can see like for use case, image generation use case, pick one model. and you can try that model. So this is how this NVIDIA portal look like. We need to log in for that. Currently, my laptop is not working, but you can try these models here. That's how I will explain it to you in the next session. Like we have an upcoming session in LangFlow itself, like tomorrow itself. I will show it to you on tomorrow. Yes, Hemant. Any queries you can ask?
Yeah, I have one like couple of questions. So if
Yeah.
you go back to that LangFlow which you were showing earlier, right?
Yeah.
So basically after creating that we have two options. One is for playground and one is for API, correct? So the
Yes.
playground one I believe is for like basically testing whatever we have created, correct?
Yes.
And API one is like it gives us a sample code like curl API or something like that, which we can further use in our different applications like JavaScript, PHP applications to basically use that model which we created, correct? With our own custom chatbot, chat box form or something like that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
So in the next session, we are going to plan that how we can use that LangFlow in local machines. So this is what we are planning 2 more sessions on the LangFlow itself. Like everyone can build their own projects.
okay, great. Another question I had was like we had lots of inputs, correct? The way to add them, like fixed input or taking it from file or taking it from maybe YouTube or something like that, right? But
Yes.
let's say if one of them is not available for our use case, right? Does not meet our use case, for example. Let's say we want to scrap a website, for example, and it does not that plugin is not available there. So
Okay.
is there a way to basically do something for that?
Yes, there's a option to build a custom component in LangFlow. So here you can see there's a option to create a new custom component.
So here we get a code option, like we can code here for our custom component. Like there will be no tool present for your specific use case. So you can build your own tool by coding it and use it in your LangFlow.
Okay, okay, nice, nice.
Yeah.
And does this the basically whole application which we created, right? Like everything becomes an application, correct?
Right.
So, and it is like having its own API key for it to be called, correct?
Yes.
So does it have any other charges as well?
Currently, LangFlow is open source. As we are using all these things by our own API keys, so there will be no charges.
Only for the keys which we are using.
And if we want, in the next session, we are going to tell you how we use this LangFlow in local machines. Like basically, it is a library which we have to install and we can use it.
Like just a simple Python command of pip install LangFlow and you can use it locally also.
Yeah, it's just like a LangChain.
Okay, okay, cool, cool. Thank you.
I think my laptop got started. I will show you why I was speaking about the NVIDIA.
Stop sharing.
I will mute my camera. I think because of that, taking too much memory.
Hello guys, can you hear me? Yeah. So there are too many models present on the NVIDIA site itself. Like one of the model is Llama 3.1, 405 billion instruct model, which is a very vast model that we can use directly in our LangFlow project. Like if you try to install it locally, we need to have a 10 lakh rupees infrastructure for that, but we can directly use it from NVIDIA. NVIDIA charges, but up to a certain limit. Like currently we can use it directly by creating a gate API key. We need to generate an API key. After that, in the LangFlow, Pratik has used the Grok and I guess OpenAI. Just wanted to show you like Grok support this kind of models. If we want to go beyond that, we can also do that. Like just go to the model provider. Here we can found the NVIDIA. After that, NVIDIA, we can create we can found 400, 405 billion instruct model, which is a very good model, and it has the like it has where too much like it is it's not meant for the basic kind of stuff, but we can use that kind of model. I just wanted to show you that LangFlow supports all these models. So it is the same kind of thing. I just wanted to like tell me about the QED42 website, the same prompt that I given earlier. I think, okay, that's what happened. I think API key is not working. If we got the same error, I think I have exhausted my daily limit quota. But there is one base URL, like every model has their own base URL. So we need to copy that base URL and use it in this, so that we can use all kind of model. Like if we click on the OpenAI, so we don't need to put any base URL here, but for NVIDIA, we need to put the base URL. Some of them are already built-in tools, so that it has coded itself, but we need to use the base URL. I got an output. Let's see. So it has given me an output in a very concise way. So like that, you can use try NVIDIA models, use it in your LangFlow. That's all I want to see. I will provide that NVIDIA link. Anyone have any questions? Like anyone have tried this along with us? So this can be useful. Like we can directly deploy this LangFlow in Hugging Face also, so that you have your own project.
Yes, Prithvi. Okay. I was away like for a couple of minutes, so I did miss last few things.
Thank you, Ganesh. So we have given a brief about the basic prompting, vector RAG and agents, how you can use it in LangFlow.
Oh,
So
yeah. The meet workshops done.
yes,
Anyone,
does
any,
anyone have any questions or any suggestion?
we'll be having a part two, which would be slightly more advanced, like the after tomorrow. We'll put out a whole session list as well. We have things pre-planned. If anyone has any suggestions, any kind of feedback, feel free to directly drop it to them. Like you can message Pratik or Akshay, just let them directly know what can be improved, how can be improved. They are new to this, so to support and help. Alright then. As you have no questions, I hope everyone would be able to build using LangFlow. We aren't expecting complicated code, full code build projects for this hackathon. More about the hackathon later. But yeah, you can use LangFlow to create little workflows for your own use cases. Anyways, thank you everyone.